Hello lovies. So I'm filming outside today because it was such a beautiful day for a change. Like all it's been doing these past 2 to 3 weeks is raining constantly. So like whenever it's pretty outside like this, like I just want to get out and enjoy it while it's here, if you know what I'm saying. And I definitely wanted to start filming more outside once it started warming up a little bit. So yeah, this video is going to be outside. Sorry if you hear birds, cars, etc. Here recently I had an issue on a video on my channel, and it probably wasn't that big of a deal as what I'm kind of making it out to be, but it really offended me and I really wanted to address this. Like I was thinking about this for a long time, trying to figure out if I really wanted to make a video on it or not. I wasn't going to do it, and then the person came back and they commented on one of my videos again, and then I was like, okay, this is confirming for me I need to make a video on this, so to help any other people who may be struggling with the same issues. I try not to let hate comments usually get me down. I mean, this wasn't really what you would consider a hate comment. Like, it was more of like him critiquing me. Like, he could have not even meant anything by it, but the way that I took it, it kind of felt like he was, but it could have just been the way that I took it. So a few years ago, if you're kind of new to my channel, then you probably don't know about this, but if you're kind of one of the older subscribers who's been here for a while, then you probably know that I used to have a YouTube channel back in the day. And this was my older YouTube channel that I first started on YouTube ever with. I basically made videos on here acting silly and goofy with my sister. Like, I put those fake hillbilly teeth in my mouth, and like we would like sing along to songs and stuff and just act crazy together. And I deleted all of those videos and I wanted to switch it over to a different channel, like where nobody knew who I was or anything like that. So that's whenever I started this channel. Now on that channel, before I switched over, there were a lot of hate comments that I would get on there all of the time. And I mean, these were really like cyberbullying hate comments, like straight up mean hate comments. But I mean, for those videos I can kind of understand, because we were kind of setting ourselves up to get those types of comments, because we were being like really crazy and just straight up goofy. Like, we were acting really crazy. I can't explain it. I mean, not saying that it's okay if you're acting silly on a YouTube video for people to leave hate comments. It's not. But back then, that's when it really bothered me and got me down, like, a lot. Like, that was pretty much what started my whole insecurity with the way that I looked on camera and just the way that I look in general. Like, that was pretty much what started that whole insecurity for me. But I love making YouTube videos so much that I'm not gonna let something small like that stop me. I can't even describe, I can't remember like exactly the words that the people would say to me, but they would just say straight up mean, hateful things on the video. Now with this newer channel that I have, I don't really get all that much hate, thankfully. It's more mainly like once every so often. So fortunately, I'm lucky enough to not get as much as what I used to, but for some people, like, they get hate comments like all the time, especially if you're more popular on YouTube, then you probably get like a lot of hate. So for some people it could be like a really big deal, and it can really bother them and get them down, because I know that back in the day that stuff really got to me. And it still does get to me sometimes now as well, but it's not as often. I'll like mention a few things for you if you are one of those types of people who have a YouTube channel and you get a lot of hate. So most of the time when you get a hate comment from a person, or just like a rude, hateful comment on your channel, whenever you click on their channel to see what they have on theirs, usually they have no videos on their channel or any information about them on it. So it's like they mainly just make their channel to troll on people. They're mostly there to be trolls. If anything, you can be really happy that you had enough courage to make videos of yourself and put them on YouTube for basically the whole world to see. What I just don't understand is, if you don't like a video, if you don't like something, why would you continue to sit and watch it? And then why would you waste your time commenting on the video? Now, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Like, I'm not saying that you're not. Everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and if they feel free to share it, they are allowed to share it. It's a free country. They can say whatever they want, but don't overuse your power. But what I was gonna say is, obviously, if someone is making these videos, or they're just doing something that they like, and you're leaving hateful things on it, they probably couldn't care less about what you have to say about it. If it's something that disagrees, or like you don't like it, then they probably couldn't care less what you have to say about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to put that in a mean way, it's just it's true. Like, I make these review videos because I enjoy doing it. It's something that I like to do. I love Fear the Walking Dead. I love The Walking Dead. You know, and I make them because I like to. I enjoy doing it. If someone is making videos or they are doing something that they enjoy doing, it's not going to matter what it is that you have to say about it, you know. You have to remember though that people feel more freedom to post whatever they want on the internet. They aren't in front of you directly, so that makes it easier for them to post whatever they want, so they feel more entitled to post, to leave their opinion and their feelings. If they were in front of you, do you really think that they would say that face to face to you? Probably not. And I think sometimes they forget that, you know, they're talking to real people who have real feelings, and it can really affect those people. They are only seeing like a small part of you which you put onto the internet. Yes, what I post on the internet half the time is the real me. Like, I don't really leave anything out. Like, I'm just myself, and I put everything out there pretty much for everyone to see. But unless they've gotten to know you personally, they don't really know the real you. They will perceive you in whatever way they want to. You just have to not take that personally. Because at the end of the day, you know your heart, and they don't know what goes on in your mind. They don't know what you've been through, you know, and you do. They only see that small part of you. Like, there is probably so much more to you than that little part that they get to see. I hope I'm making sense. I feel like I'm not, but like, I just wanted to get my point across pretty much. And I hope that what I'm saying doesn't sound mean or rude or anything like that, because that's not what I'm trying to do at all. I'm actually trying to do the complete opposites. I hope that I'm making sense, or that you at least understand where I'm coming from. More than likely, if you are one of these people who makes videos and get like tons and tons of hate comments, like, more than likely there are a lot of people who actually love your videos and love you for exactly how you are, how your videos are, and they wouldn't want to change a single thing about you. Most of the time, there are so many more people that love you than there are people who hate you and dislike your videos, because that's the way that it is for me, and it may not be that way for everyone, but I know most of the time there are a lot more people that love you than there are people that hate you. Don't change yourself or stop doing what you love to do just because of one person or a few people who don't like it. If you're happy doing something, even if you're bad at it, which there really is no way to be bad at something if you really love what you're doing, then you should do it. You know, life's too short to just not do what you love to do, or just be who you are, straight up be who you are.
That's the only thing about throwing outside is these stupid ass bugs. That'd be annoying as shit.
It all comes back to that Dr. Seuss quote that I think I mentioned in my very first depression vlog that I made. And I'm reading it off here because I don't know it by heart. It says, "Be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind." This is for all the people who have found themselves leaving hate comments on other people's videos. This is just something for you to kind of make you think. You never really know what someone else is going through. Like, I have anxiety, and I pretty much overanalyze and overthink every little thing that happens or comes my way on a daily basis. That goes for especially myself and the things that other people say to me. I take everything and I have to come up for a reason for it all. Like, I have to have a reason for everything before I can let it go. So when someone says something, even though it probably only took them like 2 seconds to say it and then they move on, like it's no big deal to them, it sticks with me for the rest of the day. And like, I have such a hard time letting it go. And I will admit, most of the stuff that I obsess over probably isn't that big of a deal as what I'm making it out to be. But to me, I can't help but make it into a problem even if there wasn't one before. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could be struggling with something and you just never know. So saying something mean to them, like, might set them off with that. So it's just something to kind of make you think about what you're posting on other people's channels and stuff. I'm not directing this to that one person. This just goes for everyone who may have left a hate comment on somebody's video, or like they might be experiencing hate comments from someone and it's bothering them, like I said. I hope I'm making sense, because I feel like I'm not. Every time I make these videos like this, like I always feel like I'm not making sense. I have a hard time explaining myself to people. So I hope you guys can see me. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to work. I had to switch positions because my neighbor's dog, like, see me and, like, he'll literally just sit there at the fence and just sit there and bark at you if he sees you. So, if y'all hear that, I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do about it, but I'm almost done with this video anyways. People may say, well, you're making a video about it, you're talking about it, so doesn't that mean that you care what people think? Doesn't everyone care what people think? I mean, I know everybody says, no, they don't care what other people think, and just because you're talking about it doesn't necessarily mean that you care about it, but more than likely, if you're talking about it and you're thinking about it all the time, then you do care. I think it's normal because we're human beings, like we care what people say about us. I mean, I am guilty of this too. I've done this before and I still do it sometimes, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But in a way, like I said before, me making these videos helps me get this out of my system and to keep me from keeping it all bottled up, so then that way I can move on.
I'm sorry.
Just always try to look at where this other person is coming from, because more than likely, most of the time, they have a point. Sometimes people don't even mean anything about what they're saying. You could just be taking it the wrong way, and I know no one really wants to hear that. But that's kind of what I'm doing right now, because I honestly don't think that he was meaning anything bad by what he said, but I kind of took it that way. Everyone's always like,
Bullies are no good. We need to stop bullying.
I believe that everyone's intentions are good. Now, if you would have asked me that question or told me that a few years ago, I probably would have said the same thing. But I've been on both sides of the fence. I've been a bully and I've been bullied. Everyone's been through something that's made them the way that they are. And I know deep down everyone's got good intentions at heart. I think a lot of times they are just misunderstood. Like bullies or whatever, they're just misunderstood. I mean, it's obviously not okay what they're doing, but I think that the only way that we're ever fully going to get rid of bullying is if we stand up for the bullies. An eye for an eye makes the entire world blind. More than likely, they've been bullied before as well. I think that if we tried to be their friend, you know, instead of like just writing them off, I think that that could change the world. I mean, you can't change how someone is or how they're going to act or what they're going to say, but you can at least be there for them and show them that you're not going to write them off. Because to me, everyone has a story. I don't know what programmed me to make a video like this, and I'm not even sure if I made any sense at all, but I hope that I got my point across. This isn't just towards this guy, like, specifically, like, it's just for everyone who makes, just for everyone who posts mean hate comments or just, you know, just like writes carelessly on other people's videos, or for someone who gets hate comments on their videos. Like, this is just for all of those people all together. It's for no one person in particular. And yeah, that was pretty much all I had to say about it. Not much else. I feel better now that I got all of that out of my system. You know, I'm not going to stop making them just because of one person who doesn't, because I really enjoy making those videos. And Rose. bugs are freaking retarded. I swear to God, this bug literally just flew right into my mouth. Like, I'm not even kidding. I mean, seriously, it flew right into my mouth. Like, while I was talking. Oh my God, they're freaking retarded. Like, they can fly around you, but no, they have to fly in areas that are open just to see what's gonna happen. Like, oh my God, I can't even. Oh my God, ew, ew, ew.
You know, I'm not going to stop making them just because of one person who doesn't. Because I really enjoy making those videos. And these bugs are freaking retarded. I swear to God, this bug literally just flew right into my mouth. Like, I'm not even kidding. I mean, seriously, it flew right into my mouth. Like, while I was talking. Oh my God, they're freaking retarded. Like, they can fly around you, but no, they have to fly in areas that are open just to see what's going to happen. Like, oh my God, I can't even. Oh my God, ew, ew, ew.
Because I really enjoy making those videos, and Rose. These bugs are freaking retarded. I swear to God, this bug literally just flew right into my mouth. Like, I'm not even kidding. Oh my God. I can't even. Oh my God. Ew.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, please leave me a comment and let me know what you thought.